Syria, Libya, you got some brown people in your country, tell them to watch the fuck out, or we'll goddamn bomb them. Well, when's the last white people you can remember that we bombed? Can you remember the last white? Can you remember any white people we've ever bombed? The Germans, those are the only ones, and that's only because they were trying to cut in on our action. They wanted to dominate the world. Bullshit, that's our fucking job!
Now, if you guys are thinking, why am I showing you these videos? Then just wait a minute.
We just love Western countries, don't we? But we forget one very basic thing.
Yes, we are actually Indians. Being Indian, we are either too late to imitate them or we imitate the wrong things from them.
And why do we do that? Is the $1 billion question.
तेरे को हर बात पे डॉलर ही चाहिए, रुपीस से काम नहीं चलेगा. So now for starters, we all know how America or any other Western countries has actually acquired wealth.
Through their sheer hard work, persistence, toil, labor, etc. etc. I'm kidding.
No, I don't mean that they are complete thugs. But do you have any idea how America or these Western countries have actually acquired their wealth?
According to studies, America has largest number of crude oil reserves after the Middle East countries.
And we all know America's attitude towards the Middle Eastern countries since 70s.
And the story begins.
US wasn't gaining much in terms of cold wars with Russia. So it shifted its whole focus to the next big thing, the crude oil.
And not just America. Already self-sufficient countries like UK, France help US in big ways.
US, Britain, France, they already enjoyed the tag of the most powerful nations. That is, the tag was self-imposed basically.
Now the question is, why crude oil? You know, you have oil, you have energy, which means you have power.
Now going back to 90s Iraq war, US coupled with all the powerful Western countries pitted war against Iraq.
The real reason was Kuwait was overproducing, also stealing oil from the Iraqi counterparts.
This led to a great frustration of Saddam Hussein, and he warned Kuwait of socio-economic warfare against them.
Also, a country Kuwait 10 times smaller than Iraq was non-defined.
You know, you show all your swag when you're supported by somebody stronger at your back. And in this case, Kuwait was secretly supported by the USA.
One more interesting fact that Iraq was once helped by these Western countries to weaken Iran during Iraq and Iran war.
The Britain, France and the USA, they all had engineering, technology, scientific research and many food chain companies in Iraq, which they abruptly pulled out before the war, leaving unemployment in Iraq.
Many organizations that started with the aim of helping this unemployed youth soon became terrorist organizations using religion as their main weapon.
And we all know how effective is the name of religion to get your message across.
Again, you must be thinking, what has that got to do with us?
Donald J. Trump is calling for a total and complete shutdown of Muslims entering the United States until our country's representatives can figure out what the hell is going on.
कि अगर वो एक हिंदू बालिका को ले जाएंगे तो कम से कम 100 मुस्लिम बालिकाओं को हिंदू अगर एक हिंदू को मारेंगे तो 100 को हम भी मारेंगे वह जिस प्रकार का व्यवहार करेगा उसका 100 गुना हम लोग करेंगे.
See, this is why we have looked too much west. We don't think twice before branding Western countries superlative on the comparison meter.
मस्त देश है एकदम वो अमेरिका एकदम मस्त देश है.
And these are the reasons why a peace-loving country like India is on the target list of the terrorists. Tanning is a multi-million-dollar industry in Western countries.
Are you serious?
And in India, skin whitening creams make millions of dollars.
Means first they tell you, rule you, discriminate you on the basis of your color of skin. Then spend millions to look like us? Huh?
This is why I say the world is on drugs.
This is the main reason why we are requesting you to please simply stop looking too much west.
Look, what have we done to ourselves? India has always been pushed aside when talking about developed or developing countries. But why?
Because we are nothing more than a market of billion people to them. Huh?
We are at least better than these countries. At least we don't sell wars to the nations or weapons to the terrorist organizations.
Please don't get us wrong. We are not against any nation as such.
In fact, we love a lot of things that Western countries have done better, just like infrastructure, engineering, Hollywood, and many more things as such.
Selfie. Fun. Funny.
Dude, she's an Indian.
When did this happen?
अरे नहीं क्या वो एक शो था फैमिली शो and again the show was copied from a western country.
It's just the analysis that we had to give you in this episode.
It's just due to the hypocrisy of few rich people, of few rich nations, that it's all affecting us. That's it. Also, have you ever wondered why a country like Singapore, Japan or Iceland not a target on terrorists lists? Look what we have done to ourselves. A great damage. But in this episode, we are simply concentrating on the fact that what kind of hypocrisy does the Western countries do.
To know more, stay tuned. Also, let us know your suggestion in the comment section below.
And in the next 2 episodes, we will concentrate on the fact that why there is such an indifference of these Western countries towards us and the conclusion. So, stay tuned.